the lead story tonight. $150,000 grant distribution to fishermen begins in Region 6. Ali requests US $25 million to support Caribbean women, youths in agriculture during talks with US Vice President. 20 new swine farmers benefit from improved breeds to boost production. Woman remanded for attempting to smuggle $12.3 million worth of cocaine. And BERBICE cops charged for allegedly accepting bribe. Now for the news in detail. Vice President Dr. Barrow Jagdeo traveled to Region 6 East BERBICE Quarantine, where he kick-started the distribution of $150,000 in grants to fisher folks, staying true to a commitment made by the government to provide support to persons from all walks of life. Our BERBICE correspondent Andrew Carmichael has the details.
Almost 1,700 fisher folk between Port Morant and the Skeldon area received the money totaling $153 million. Vice President Dr. Barrow Jagdeo, who addressed some of those fisher folk at Port Morant, said this is something similar to what was the cash grant that was given to farmers.
Some people who never even know how to hold a seine or anything were applying and stuff like that. We got a lot of people, you see, at the beginning, some got help. They were big farmers and they got money under the farmers program. And now they switched to the fisherman's program too now. Suddenly they move from being farmer to the fisherman because this is money. So we spent a lot of time weeding out and trying to assist. We know that we can't weed out everybody. We're going to get ripped off a bit. Some people will get in who really shouldn't be getting in, but we can't delay it further because a lot of the people who need the help, they need it now.
The Vice President assured that provisions will be put in place for those fishermen who do not have the requisite documents to collect their grants.
If some of you don't have ID and stuff like that, afterwards we'll meet with that group and we'd have to go through a process of further verification. You're not going to be excluded if you're a legitimate fisherman and you can prove just the identity. We want to know you're the person too. Because if you don't have any identification, then we can't know who you are. You could say you're one person, but you're really someone else. And so we need to do that additional verification. But once that's done, you're going to get the check. And we'll try to do it quickly over the next 2-3 days.
The exact number of checks that were supposed to be issued today from Port Morant was 711, while 970 was expected to be issued at Corriverton. Reporting from Port Morant on the Quarantine for the Evening News, Andrew Carmichael.
Vice President Dr. Barrow Jagdeo has reassured citizens that the PPPC administration will utilize revenues from the burgeoning oil and gas sector for capital investments in education, healthcare, infrastructure, and other transformational projects. Vanu Manikchan reports.
Vice President Dr. Barrow Jagdeo made this remark at the Albion Community Center in Region 6, where some 260 contracts were signed to the tune of $8.6 billion for road works across the region. Jagdeo said, quote, "Capital works mean building for the future. It allows new industries to be developed. It allows the citizens to have greater access to better services. So we made it clear that any oil money has to go towards capital expansion, roads, hospitals, schools, sea defenses, eating industry, so we can diversify the economy and produce new jobs in the future. That is quite clear," end quote. The Vice President went on to note that since assuming office, a proactive approach is being taken to buffer the effects of the increased cost of living. He said, quote, "We now have massive plans that we promised. We didn't drop the plans because of COVID. We promised to cut electricity price by 50% in the 5 years. We are now moving forward with a power plant to do that. Job creation was one of the things we campaigned on, and that is why we've seen an upsurge in jobs now since the last 2 years in spite of the COVID," end quote. He added, quote, "A transfer of $6.2 billion into the pockets of the children and their families, that was not there before. People sometimes don't realize how much that costs. And when you look at public assistance and pension, every $1,000 increase in public assistance and pension is close to $1 billion US. So we increased the old age pension by 40%. That's about $1,000, and we said we'll double it by the end of the term. But that really is equivalent to nearly $8 billion, end quote. According to VP Jagdeo, government remains committed to its promises made to the Guyanese people. The Vice President was accompanied by several cabinet ministers during his engagement in BERBICE. Reporting for the Evening News, Vanu Manikchand.
Even as US $28 million is being released to improve agriculture and food production in the Caribbean, President Dr. Irfaan Ali on Thursday lobbied the United States government for another US $25 million to further push the food security agenda in the Caribbean, especially among specific groups such as women and youths. Vanu Manichan joins us again with this report.
President Dr. Irfaan Ali made this representation in Washington, D.C. on Thursday during a follow-up meeting between U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris and CARICOM and Latin American leaders who are co-chairing subcommittees on important topics such as energy security, access to finance, and food security in the Caribbean. According to the head of state after Thursday's engagement, there has been tremendous progress in the Food Security Subcommittee, which Guyana chairs. He pointed to an announcement by the U.S. that US $228 million would be available immediately for short-term activities aimed at supporting an increase in food production and further improving agriculture in the region. But President Ali, who is leading CARICOM's charge on agriculture and food security, further noted that climate resilience and sustainable agriculture, along with women and youth involvement in agriculture, were among the areas discussed.
I put forward a proposal to have a further $25 million US made available through grants and low-cost loans for women and youth in agriculture, especially for projects dealing with sustainability, technology, and research like hydroponics. These are projects that will ensure resilience in the food production system, encourage young people and women to participate.
Moreover, Thursday's meeting also saw an agreement to tackle intra-regional trade barriers and those that exist with the U.S.
We have agreed that we're going to have a common agenda in which we will support a common certification program, sanitary and phytosanitary program, that would ensure that all of us are operating on the same playing field and that the barriers to trade are removed. Transport and logistics is another important issue that was discussed.
The head of state added that the discussions on energy security were also important.
We also had the opportunity to discuss matters surrounding an integrated energy plan, in which we propose that there must be a joint approach to ensure regional sustainability in the energy mix and energy framework that includes natural gas, fossil fuel, and renewables. As you're aware, Barbados, Suriname, Guyana, and Trinidad and Tobago are key players in the energy sector. I propose at the meeting that the U.S. engage these countries in an effort to building a sustainable development strategy for energy security, not only for the region, but also for the U.S. and further afield.
President Ali posited that while there is much more work to be done by all three subcommittees, Thursday's meeting was fruitful and highly successful. He added that there would be a lot more follow-up engagements as a result of this meeting. President Ali is being accompanied by Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation Minister Hugh Todd and Foreign Secretary Robert Prasad during his visit to the United States. Reporting for the Evening News, Vanu Manikchand.
As part of the government's continued efforts to ensure food security, the Ministry of Agriculture, through its Guyana Livestock Development Authority and the Agriculture Sector Development Unit, has handed over a number of improved breeds of pigs to new and established swine farmers. Find out more in this Lawanda McAllister report.
A total of 20 pigs, 17 females and 3 males, were on Thursday handed over to new swine farmers to assist them with improving their stock and boosting the country's overall pork production levels. These farmers will also be required to assist other swine farmers once their pigs mature and begin to produce. Agriculture Minister Zulfikar Mustafa said the program forms part of the government's overall efforts to ensure food security and reduce the regional food import bill.
Not only the traditional crops and the traditional things we are putting investment in, like rice, sugar, other crops. We are making investment in the agriculture sector so that we can make that contribution to Guyana and to the region. Today, as I said, the entire region is looking forward and looking towards Guyana for that leadership. And we have a history as a country where many of our presidents would have given that kind of leadership.
Minister Mustafa emphasized that though Guyana has one of the most lucrative sectors in the world, that the oil and gas sector, agriculture, will continue to hold significant importance.
We are seeing more demand for people to get into the agriculture activity. Why? Because we have the program that we have started, the work that we are doing amongst the farmers, the work that we are doing amongst the population. Now people are seeing the importance of agriculture, the importance of producing food, and the importance of food security. We can have all the money in the world. If we don't have food, then we will starve.
The Guyana Livestock Development Authority is well on its way to achieving and possibly surpassing its 2022 swine production target of 4,200. In March, 10 farmers benefited from a similar exercise, also intended to assist them with improving their breeding stocks. Lawanda McAllister, The Evening News.
Coming up, new commander vows to take no-nonsense approach to crime fighting in BERBICE, and government pursuing targeted interventions to enable longer lifespan, reduce threats from NCDS.
The biggest party in sport is back for the 10th year of CPL.
Let's rock and roll, gentlemen. That is magnificent.
CPL will be bigger, better and louder than ever, with more sixes, more entertainment and more of the world's best players.
That is simply sensational. Ah, yes.
Get your tickets now at cplt20.com or at the box office. Join the party. Experience cricket played louder.
Let's celebrate Oreo's 110th birthday together with the limited edition birthday cake flavor and our promotion where you can win a wish valued up to $1 million. To participate, all you have to do is buy Oreo, drop your coupon or receipt into entry boxes, or enter online at www.everydaysnacksgy.com.
Involved in a violent relationship and feeling hopeless? Does your partner shout at you, call you names, or hit you? Does your partner tell you where to go, who you can talk to, and how long you can stay out? Do you require your partner's approval on what you can wear? Does your partner keep money from you or takes your money? You are not alone. The National Coordinating Coalition is here to help. Call us on 628-7833 or 637-3319. We offer counseling, health support, and legal guidance to help you move forward. Our services are free and available for all migrants, Guyanese, men and women. Gender-based violence affects not only those who are abused and controlled, but hurts our families and communities. It hurts us all. Together, we can work to end it. A message from NGO National Coordinating Coalition and made possible by the support of the American people through the United States Agency for International Development, USAID.
Looking to bring your dream home to reality? Or simply taking on a home improvement project? Then National Hardware Limited is where you should start. Let us put that touch to your home. Choose from over 1,000 Berger Paint original hues for any surface. We are known for our trusted brands such as Westinghouse, Philips, Sadco, Rubbermaid, Pyrex, Gibson Home, and so much more. National Hardware Limited, your do-it-best store. Located in downtown Georgetown and industrial site Rhymeville.
Optic offers great patient care that is tailored for my entire family.
At Optique, a wide selection of affordable optical frames and optical services are available to fit your budget.
At Optique, my family is provided with comprehensive eye examination and access to their ophthalmology services, all under one roof.
Optique takes pride in delivering exceptional customer service and a unique experience to you, our customers.
Optique Vision Care is a company that is Guyanese born and grown that will help you take care of your precious eyes.
At John Lewis Styles, we carry only first quality men's and women's clothing, footwear, and accessories. As authorized dealers, our items come directly from the manufacturing brands and are available in all sizes and colors. What we sell was never on display in another store. It's time you know the truth about what you buy. Come visit us on Waterloo Street. John Lewis Styles, simply different.
Let's celebrate Oreo's 110th birthday together with the limited edition birthday cake flavor and our promotion where you can win a wish valued up to $1 million. To participate, all you have to do is buy Oreo, drop your coupon or receipt into entry boxes, or enter online at www.everydaysnacksgy.com. Let's celebrate Oreo's 110th birthday together with the limited edition birthday cake flavor and our promotion where you can win a wish valued up to $1 million. To participate, all you have to do is buy Oreo, drop your coupon or receipt into entry boxes, or enter online at www.everydaysnacksgy.com.
Welcome back. You're watching the evening news. A 63-year-old man was last evening killed in a hit-and-run accident along the Adventure Public Road, Essequibo Coast, Region 2, Pomeroon, Supernam. The man has been identified as Amir Ali, a popular vendor known as Green's Boy of Adventure. The driver of the vehicle involved in the fatal crash fled the scene, but was later apprehended by police. Reports are that the vendor was walking along the roadway when the speeding car driver lost control of the vehicle, causing the accident to occur. Investigations are ongoing. Unique Sunshine London, 59 of Haslington, East Coast Demerara, was today remanded to prison after she was caught trying to smuggle a large quantity of cocaine at the Cheddi Jagan International Airport. London appeared before the Diamond Magistrates Court, where she was charged with trafficking 11.188 kg of cocaine. The woman pleaded not guilty, but bail was refused, and as such, she was remanded until November 11th. The drug bust was made on Wednesday by ranks of the Customs Anti-Narcotics Unit. According to the information received, the woman was an outgoing passenger destined for the John F. Kennedy International Airport, where she was intercepted with a large quantity of cocaine concealed in packets of biscuits in her carry-on luggage. She was escorted to Kanu's headquarters, where the illegal substance was weighed and amounted to 11.188 kgs, with a street value of Guyana $12.3 million, and when landed in the U.S. would have been worth US $336,000. Meanwhile, during the investigation, a male passenger was attempting to smuggle 6 finches, birds, concealed in hay rollers. Danraj Duchan of Perseverance East Coast told Kanu Ranks that London had asked him to check in the luggage for her. An investigation is underway. Police officers Marlon Kadu and Ramesh Chetram were today charged for allegedly accepting a bribe in exchange for not investigating a case regarding the discovery of an illegal firearm. The duo appeared at the Wim Magistrates Court, where they pleaded not guilty to the charge of corruption transaction with an agent, contrary to Section 1052A of the Summary Jurisdiction Offences Act, Chapter 8(2). It is alleged that on September 11, 2022, at Rose Hall Town Police Outpost, and whilst being agents of the Guyana government, they corruptly obtained from Gomati Matadin $400,000 as inducement for not charging Jahamlal Hussain for illegal possession of a firearm. Kadu and Chetram were released on $100,000 bail each. They are scheduled to return to court on October 18th and report to the Albion Police Station twice monthly. They were also ordered to lodge their travel documents. New Region 6 Commander Shiv Prasad Bacchus said he will adopt a no-nonsense approach to fighting crime in the region. The senior superintendent, who took up the post as top cop for the region last week, told the media that the ad hoc arrangement would no longer be tolerated and things will be done differently. Our BERBICE correspondent Andrew Carmichael reports.
According to the new Regional Commander Shiv Prasad Bacchus, what goes for the public goes for police ranks in the region. Within 1 week of taking up the position, a white light and tint campaign was held with the main focus being on tinted vehicles. However, days before the campaign, police officers who own vehicles were put on notice.
We would have done house cleaning for us, meaning that I had instructed the police within Region 6 to take off all tints on the motor vehicle or motor vehicles. One police may very well have more than one vehicles in the region. 35% of tint is allowed by law, and if you have those 5%, we'll ask you to strip by the certifying officer through the magistrate court and so forth for prosecution.
During the campaign, which was held on Tuesday evening at several locations, 44 drivers were found in breach, with 28 of them operating tinted vehicles without a tint permit.
From motor hire cars, minibus got tint in the motor vehicle. No hire cars or no minibus authorized to carry tint on the vehicles. Right? The only private vehicle, if such, the Home Affairs Minister will have to give you permission to do so.
According to the divisional traffic officer, most accidents on the roadways involve persons who are driving while under the influence of alcohol.
And inattentiveness causing a lot of accidents. Now, we need to pay more attention and be more careful on the roadways.
For the Evening News, Andrew Carmichael.
Guyana's launch of Caribbean Wellness Week unfolded on Friday under the theme, Healthy Individuals, Communities and Organizations. It focused urgent actions to keep people and the planet healthy while addressing the threats of non-communicable diseases on the population. Rupa Sinarayan reports.
Health Minister Dr. Frank Anthony underscored that preventative measures can be undertaken to live healthier lives. According to him, targeted interventions can enable longer lifespan and curtail childhood illnesses. In Guyana, the life expectancy is almost 70 years, but in developed countries, this number is higher. A 2017 study showed that for every 100,000 persons in Guyana, 345 were dying from chronic NCDs. An estimated 60,000 persons are also affected by diabetes.
We want people to be constantly thinking about their health. And so it doesn't matter at what point in the life cycle that you are, that you can take preventative measures so that you can live longer and healthier lives. And that, I think, is very important. We estimate, or one of the estimates that were done for diabetics in Guyana, it's estimated that we have about 60,000 or so persons who are affected by diabetes. Some of them do not know that they have diabetes. Others might know that they have diabetes, but it's uncontrolled. And if it's uncontrolled, that can lead to a lot of other complications, which we can avoid if they are taking their meds and making sure that they're doing the right things.
Additionally, the UN resident coordinator reiterated that amid positive health outcomes and investments, stigma in mental health is one of the most important social challenges.
UN agencies, especially my colleagues at WHO PAHO and UNICEF, working with the government and people of Guyana, are working towards integrating mental health concerns into national health policies, but also supporting young people to overcome mental health challenges.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Mark Phillips stated that governments must ensure the welfare of their citizens and access to safe health care. On his administration's end, he pointed to several projects in the pipeline to enhance primary and specialized healthcare services.
Among the major initiatives include a $30 million project with the Mount Sinai Hospital to improve Georgetown Public Hospital cooperation quality of service. Upgrades have commenced at hospitals countrywide, and the construction of 6 new regional hospitals will begin in regions 2, 3, 5, and 6. The Georgetown Public Hospital, the New Amsterdam and Linden hospitals will also receive facelifts in 2022.
Rupa Sinarayan, The Evening News.
The Human Services and Social Security Ministry on Thursday launched its Gender Gap in Education and Workforce Initiative, a program geared at empowering women to embrace the labor force through education. Here is Wanda McAllister with the details.
The $50 million 2-year program is a collaboration between the Ministry of Human Services and Social Security and US-based online education provider Coursera. Human Services and Social Security Minister Dr. Vindhya Prasad said global statistics show that just about 30% of women occupy the labor market compared to the 50% occupation by men. She said Guyana's rapidly progressing economy, along with steps by the government to open new avenues, are providing more employment opportunities for women.
By next year, we will have 10,000 people ready to do the things that I want them to do, jump into micro-enterprise, which is ranging from, if they study childcare, starting their own day and night care service, which is something I've been pushing, getting out there and being very much involved with private sector opportunities, because I know that something has been signed with the private sector already with Coursera that allows the recognition of what we are doing. So it's not just a random exercise. It's carefully, comprehensively crafted to ensure that there is an endpoint, whether it's employment, whether it's development of micro-enterprise, or whether it's creating world-class entrepreneurs.
Meanwhile, Coursera's senior representative for government partnership, Chad Pasha, said he was honored to partner with the ministry to adjust gaps in education and the workplace.
We can all agree that women are the bedrock of Guyanese society. Growing up in a single mother household in BERBICE, with my mother raising me and my siblings, managing all aspects of our home and our lives, and with my grandmother chipping in when my mother couldn't, none of us are strangers to the Herculean efforts of Guyanese women to build up their families and at the same time contribute to our national economy. Back then, we didn't have what we have now. The flexibility of online learning and remote work that can open up employment opportunities for our women on a global scale, as many women seek to fit work and learning into their lives. So we're looking forward to leveraging the Coursera platform and the expertise of the ministry and their existing network on the ground, their years and years of hard work that they've put in to engage these learners, to actually offer these courses to learners. The other thing worth pointing out is for learners who don't have Wi-Fi or who have low bandwidth, it's actually not a problem. Coursera can be taken offline. So you can actually go to a village somewhere in the Rupanuni, download a Coursera course, go offline for 3, 4, 5 weeks, no Wi-Fi connection. Do your course. When you're ready, you go back to that hotspot, connect up, upload your course, get your results, your certificate, your marks. And you can also download with a very low bandwidth. We have something called Coursera Lite. It's 95% lighter in terms of the size compared to a full file. So this will hopefully help a lot of those learners in these areas. And this is just the beginning. As we work together with the Agile team at the ministry and our team at Coursera, we will continue to innovate our training programs for the years ahead. And we look forward to the measurable impacts this will have on women in Guyana.
For the evening news, Luanda McAllister.
And now for a look at the bridge reports.
The Demerara Harbour Bridge is scheduled to be closed on Saturday, September 17th at 10 hours and then again at 22 hours for a period of 1.5 hours. Meanwhile, the BERBICE River Bridge is scheduled to be closed on Saturday, September 17th at 9 hours for a period of 1.5 hours.
LGC IBGL Golf Tournament to tee off tomorrow and 9 races on the cards for President's Cup horse racing on September 18th. Details of these stories in the Sportscast sponsored by Macorp coming up on the other side of the break.
We asked 2 families, which antibacterial soap do you buy?
Any. They're all the same.
I always buy Protex.
And why is that?
Because Protex reinvented antibacterial soaps. Its formula is fortified with flaxseed oil to boost your skin's natural antibacterial defenses.
And it keeps on working throughout the day. Wow. Can I have a Protex?
Naturally. Protex, for the good health of the skin.
Looking to bring your dream home to reality? Or simply taking on a home improvement project? Then National Hardware Limited is where you should start. Let us put that touch to your home. Choose from over 1,000 Berger Paint original hues for any surface. We are known for our trusted brands such as Westinghouse, Philips, Sadco, Rubbermaid, Pyrex, Gibson Home and so much more. National Hardware Limited, your do-it-best store. Located in downtown Georgetown and industrial site Rhymeville.
Superbet com certeza a sua melhor escolha. Com mais de 200 jogos online com Superbet, você aposta é para ganhar. Cadastre-se hoje, tá esperando o quê? Basta acessar o www.superbet.gy. Clicar em registrar e você já está apto a participar. Lembrando que o Superbet não é recomendado para menores de 18 anos.
Wash Bay operators, are you looking for that unique service to elevate your business? Well, come on down to your #1 industrial store, Sylvie's, and invest in an undercarriage pressure washer tool. That's right, impress your customers by now washing under their vehicles easy and efficiently with an undercarriage tool. We have in stock different types that offer a wider range of services and can increase your revenue without having to invest in expensive ramps. Your customers are going to leave satisfied. So what are you waiting for? If you can't make it to our 31 High and Hatfield Streets location, we can deliver in and around Georgetown. Give us a call on 227-6226 or WhatsApp us on 623-7755 or visit our website sylviesonline.com. Sylvie's Industrial Solution, proudly serving Guyana for over 4 decades.
Looking to bring your dream home to reality? Or simply taking on a home improvement project? Then National Hardware Limited is where you should start. Let us put that touch to your home. Choose from over 1,000 Berger Paint original hues for any surface. We are known for our trusted brands such as Westinghouse, Philips, Sadco, Rubbermaid, Pyrex, Gibson Home and so much more. National Hardware Limited, your do-it-best store. Located in downtown Georgetown and industrial site Rhymeville.